It's not surprising that more and more men are packing their bags and leaving their countries to find love in foreign lands. I mean, who wouldn't want to escape the constant nagging and criticism of women who don't appreciate them? It's like they're auditioning for a new season of The Bachelor, but instead of roses, they're handing out passports. And let's be real, can you blame them? These guys are just looking for a partner who won't treat them like a burden for having standards and expectations. It's like they're searching for the mythical unicorn, a woman who won't roll her eyes when he talks about his feelings, who won't judge him for his love of video games, and who won't give him side-eye for wanting a night out with the boys. When you think about it, maybe it's not indoctrination or brainwashing, but just women finally getting the power to pursue what they secretly wanted for centuries. Let me be honest with you, both womanism and the desire for power are definitely at play here, but I think womanism takes the cake. I mean, who wouldn't want to finally have a say in things after years of being treated like a second-class citizen? It's like being handed the keys to the kingdom and finally being able to tell those pesky men to take a seat. It's no surprise that modern women are embracing womanism with open arms. They've never experienced real authority before, so it's only natural that they would want to give it a try. Plus, who doesn't love a good power trip every now and then? But let's not forget how women treat men they consider beneath them. It's like they're playing a game of King of the Hill, and if you're not at the top, you're getting trashed. It's like they're trying to prove a point. I may have been treated like dirt before, but now I'm in charge, and you're going to pay for it. And don't even get me started on traditional values. According to today's progressive women, if you're not the one in the driver's seat, you're weak. It's like they're saying, sorry boys, but it's time for us to take the wheel and show you how it's done. You know what's funny? When women publicly choose masculinity dominance and sexual liberation over men, they're praised and celebrated. It's like they're living out their wildest Charlie's Angels fantasies and everyone wants a front row seat. But is it really just indoctrination at play? Or have women secretly desired this all along? I mean, it's like they've been waiting for this moment since Eve took a bite of that darn apple. And let's not forget about the career-focused women in their late teens and 20s who are killing it in the work world. They're like the Wonder Women of the office, with an insane work ethic that would make even the Energizer Bunny jealous. But here's the kicker. They forget that as they age, their looks and bodies will start to decline. It's like they're playing a game of hot potato with their youth and they're about to lose. And if they're thinking about starting a family, well, good luck finding a suitable partner with that attitude. Sure, womanism might work for these ladies if they have no plans to settle down and start a family. They can make a name for themselves professionally, save up for their dream car, live independently, and then die alone. But let's be real, womanism is like kryptonite when it comes to finding a partner and starting a family. It's like they're playing a game of career versus love, and love is losing every time. You know what's frustrating? When women try to embrace womanism, but end up feeling angry and helpless because they can't fulfill all their desires. It's like they're trying to put together a puzzle, but they're missing a crucial piece: men. And let's be real, men aren't always willing to play nice and cooperate. But here's the thing, most women who claim they don't need men are lying through their teeth. They rely on male partners for emotional and practical support, whether it's their dads, ex-husbands, short-term flings, or the law enforcement and military. It's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be self-sufficient, but also want someone to foot the bill. And don't even get me started on the high barrier of entry just to go on a date with one of these women. It's like they're interviewing for a CEO position, and if you don't meet their lofty standards, you're out of luck. It's no wonder men are fleeing the scene like they're in a Mission Impossible movie. But even if a man does succeed in wooing a woman, he's in for a rude awakening. It's like he's won a booby prize, a partner who nags him constantly, treats him with disdain, and even cheats on him before finally divorcing him. It's like they're trying to be the Real Housewives of nowhere, and everyone's paying the price. Why did he have to sacrifice his children? That's just taking things too far. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with men leaving their countries to find love, but I can understand why some might consider it. Just be careful out there, because the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You might end up with someone who's just as bad as the ones who are trying to escape. And let's not forget about the women who take advantage of men from first world countries. It's like they're running a side hustle and using their boyfriends as pawns in their game of love and money. It's like The Bachelor meets Shark Tank, and everyone's a winner, except for the poor guy who's left heartbroken and broke. But let's get to the heart of the matter: gender roles. It's like we're all playing a game of who's on first. When it comes to figuring out our roles in society, are we supposed to be breadwinners or caretakers? Do we hold doors open for each other, or is that considered sexist? It's like we're all in a game of gender roulette, and nobody knows the rules. But here's the thing: chivalry isn't dead, it's just misunderstood. It's like we're all trying to reinvent the wheel when it comes to gender roles, but sometimes the old ways are the best ways. It's true that in the past, both men and women had more defined gender roles, with men often acting as the boss and women in more submissive positions. However, as society has evolved, so have gender roles in the workplace, with a move towards more equal and collaborative environments. While traditional forms of chivalry may no longer be effective with modern American women, it's important to note that different cultures and regions may have different expectations and values. For example, in developing nations, chivalry may be more appreciated and respected as a sign of respect and courtesy. The dating scene can be a real jungle out there, with competition fiercer than a Survivor tribal council. It's like fighting for that final rose, and most women are resorting to less than honorable tactics to get it. But let's not paint all women with the same brush. While some may be looking for a sugar daddy, others may be seeking genuine connections and long-term relationships. It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And let's face it, traditional dinner dates may not cut it anymore in today's fast-paced society. It's like trying to impress someone with a flip phone when they're used to the latest iPhone. These women are just in it for the cash. Men have to accept that transactional relationships are taking the place of traditional dating. Let's turn to the second problem. American women tend to feel entitled. When it comes to some things, we are equal, and you shouldn't treat us differently. But when it comes to other things, they want men to be men and women to be women. I never tell a man, I don't need your help, unless I really don't want or need his help. I'm able to take care of myself. The idea that he should look out for her since he is a guy and she is a woman is another popular one. Men frequently assume the wrong things. Women want telepathy more than anything else. They want us to understand that no might occasionally be interpreted as a yes, not yet, or no. We'll be dismissed as weaklings at the first sign of error, and ladies don't appreciate wimpy guys subtly. This means the woman is lost for good. With just one wrong move, we may be charged with sexual assault. The majority of American men have given up and gone on to easier interests, like dating women from other countries, despite the fact that only a small number have effectively learned how to do this. Women in less developed countries simply lack the financial means to behave haughtily. Once they discover a leader, they immediately become devoted to him, grow an unquenchable desire to be with him forever, and depend on him for their livelihood. Economic limitations prevent women in these countries from embracing womanism. In their country, men have not given women equal chances or rights, and society has not allowed women the choice to choose whether or not to identify as feminists. Men are simple beings who yearn to be respected. Women no longer appreciate men at all, which has reached a critical point. They believe that simply being women entitles them to certain favors. I can't even recall the last time a lady truly appreciated what I offered her, because it's been so long since I last did anything kind for her. I've always told men to live their lives as they please. Either be a free spirit or fit in where it is needed. Exercise caution when navigating these streets. Just one false accusation and you can end up in jail. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.